What is up, guys, and welcome to the Heroic Galakras Raid Guide. As always, if you want to see the normal mode guide and cover any of the normal mode abilities, go ahead and click on the normal mode guide in the Siege of Orgrimmar playlist over on my channel. Otherwise, let's get right into this one. This fight is very, very similar to normal mode. Really, the only difference is going to be the DPS requirement. And really, the DPS requirement comes down to the ad phases, okay, and managing the ads. Obviously, in heroic mode, with everything having more health and hitting harder, those are really the two main mechanics. But let's get right into everything else that we need to understand. Okay, obviously in heroic, everything's going to be alive for much longer. So the bone crushers, they need to have stuns on them whenever they try to go hit the NPCs that they're trying to kill. That's one of the biggest problems that we've faced, was making sure that we kept those ads stunned and then killed them. And then if they were beating on the ad, that we had things like a life cocoon or a bop or something set up for those NPCs so that they would not take the brunt of that fracture damage. So having classes, you know, that can stun warlocks, monks, anything like that, that has a good, nice stun, making sure that you're keeping those bone crushers off of the NPCs is going to be key. The other thing that you need to understand about heroics is that the healing totems are huge. You need to kill them very, very quickly. The shaman must be interrupted. You can't afford to let any of those chain heal ticks go off. The problem is the more and more you allow them to go off, the further and further you will fall behind, as the ads will just keep spawning. So what you need to understand is that every single pack of ads needs to be killed with a priority system, and need to be killed kind of clean and crisp is the best way to kind of describe it. So obviously the shamans still take priority, banners still take priority, and the totems still take priority. And then after that, typically bone crushers, and then, you know, last but not least, flag bearers, and then grunts. Keep in mind that the abilities themselves, like the flaming arrow, it doesn't really hurt that bad in heroic. It's pretty much the same as normal mode. You still don't want to stand in it, obviously. Same thing with the poison cloud from Korgra. You obviously don't want to stand in that, but again, if you're standing in for, you're getting one or two ticks, it's probably not going to kill you, but you do need to get out of that quickly. High Lord's, ability where he brings everybody into him will kill you if you do not get out of it. You need to get out of that extremely quick. Again, the biggest problem that you'll find with this fight is as you lose people, every little bit of DPS is important, especially as you're first progressing into this fight and you're just getting geared up, is that you need to understand that losing a person means less DPS, meaning the ads die slower. Getting into that last phase with the boss, again, that's when we burn Lust. From there, what we did was, we had our group set up into two different groups, and they were very close to our melee. So if our melee got it, they could just run through one of the range group, whatever one, didn't have the most stacks. So obviously, if the flame ball goes to the right side or to our right side group, 2 or 3 times, we obviously want it to go to the left side. So the next person up would make sure that if they were in the right side group again, they would run to the left side, or if melee got it, they would be running to the left side, just to kind of even out those stacks and let those stacks reset. Again, that's one of the few things that will kill you, is if you let those stacks ramp up, and that's completely pretty much RNG as to who it picks. So keep that in mind as well, is that you just need to be thinking on the fly during that phase, and that really won't be much of an issue. Again, cycling through your healing cooldowns as those flames explode is very, very important. Keeping your tanks up is very, very important. As far as the towers go, the towers, there's really not many more abilities going on up there. Again, pretty much the same exact thing as normal mode, guys. But again, what you're going to run into here is a DPS check pretty much on AoE on the ads. So you do need to have that priority kill system, and you do need to have your main target that you're killing, but you have to understand is that everything needs to die. You just need to continually keep on top of the ad waves, then go into the mini bosses, kill the demos, send your team up, rinse, repeat, kill the demo, send your team up, get those mini bosses down, get Galakras down as quick as you can, and try to time it with the next ad group. So if your ad groups just spawned, maybe wait a minute before you bring Galakras down, let your DPS catch up, then go ahead, bring her down, pop Lust, burn through her, and you can kill this fight. Hope this guide helped, and as always, see you in the next one.
Remember the dream? I haven't. Remember the dream? I